Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of this EU4 achievement playthrough on Iron Man. For those who might not remember, or who didn't watch the first part, we are playing as the Kingdom of Naples, and we are trying to become a great power to earn the achievement Not Just Pizza. And then, after that, maybe go on to conquer Italy or the world or something. So we're going to be jumping right back in where we left off, which was in the middle of a war with Aragon trying to gain our independence. So let's see how that plays out. We might just get lucky here. Oh, looks like they're going to get away, aren't they? 11th and 9th. Yeah, they're going to get away, but the Moroccans are going to maybe win this battle. I think they will. We're going to send our troops over to help them just in case. Meanwhile, there's definitely an ongoing battle somewhere. Oh, good, they won. That's helpful to us. Gonna go blockade this port here. We're at 20%. Still not independent, but pretty close. I think if we can take all these provinces here and quickly, we might just be able to pull it off. Let's see here. Because they can't take our city until after we get all of this of Sicily here. Okay, there we go. I think that's enough. Let's give it a shot. Not quite, but very close. Okay, so let's pull back our diplomat here in Morocco, because they're not going to be an ally for very long. We are very close to winning, so let's pull and see what we have. Looks like -1. So if we can just take one more province, I think we'll get what we need. 62. Where are the ports? The ports are on the other side here. Okay. If we can just take one more province, one more important province, maybe we can move them around. Let's see, 1 stability or 10 prestige. Let's go with stability. And let's see. Oh, still not quite enough. That's going to be rough. We might be able to pull off an old trick I learned if we can find our ship somewhere. Maybe. Where'd they go? Here's our navy. Here's our navy. And we're going to blockade all of the smaller ports. That's a little trick I learned years ago. Is that sometimes you can pull off a victory by blockading all the small ports and convincing them to stand down. Let's see. Still 62, huh? Okay. Well, okay then. We are going to go, and hopefully blockading Ferrara will be enough. And quickly, because we're kind of running out of time here. Maybe we can trick the Austrians into coming off their siege, and that'll help, definitely. Let's see here. If we can get up to 22%, I think we're definitely going to have it. Let's see. 61. Oh, we're getting closer. Our positives have dropped, so have our negatives. So they're running out of war desire. So if we can just keep going a little bit longer, I think we'll get this. We're just barely pull it off. We just need to be careful not to get too close to these soldiers here and accidentally get destroyed. Oh, 17%. That's not great. What happened? What did our dumb people do? Did they pull off the blockade or what did they do? There we go. They must have pulled off the blockade for a second. They do that sometimes. But now, for some reason, let's see. Hmm. No, they keep doing that. I don't know why. Oh, this is not going our way. Okay. We have to pause for a second and take a look at what's going on. They keep doing that. They keep pulling off the blockade for some reason. I have no idea why. We're gonna go blockade Ferrara though, and hopefully not get destroyed. So we can't win this battle, we know that. But we can maybe slip by these guys and up into Ferrara. If we're lucky. Let's see. Hmm. Gonna go around them. Back up to full morale, huh? Probably because our guys are ongoing battles? Yes. Okay. So if they win this battle here, that'll help a lot. Let's see. There's another trick I learned a while ago. Oh, there's definitely going to be some fighting here. And we're maybe not going to win that. Probably not going to win that. Let's see. There are, let's see, we have in total, the Austrians have 8 galleys to our 4. Yeah, they're definitely going to win this, unfortunately. So we have to pull back on the 23rd, which is as early as we can. But it looks like we're going to slip by the Austrian forces and go siege Ferrara, which is at least a positive. We're going to lose some ships, but as soon as we get the chance, we're going to pull out. Ooh, they did. That wasn't great, but okay. They're back to 21%. Oh, they're going to let us go. Let's see. Looks like we have won the war. That's good. Normally I would press for more, but frankly, right now, this was a tough war. So I don't think we can take anything else from them. We would have to defeat them in a way we can't. Normally I would love to take parts of Italy from them, and they're going to not like us, but I think if we don't take any provinces, then it'll be fine, yeah. So right now, there's nothing we can do, but I'm wondering here, is how much do I trust our allies? Because I think we can reach Ferrara here in just a few days and siege them, but I don't want to take the risk, I don't think. So we're going to end this war with the independence. Look at our numbers here. We lost a combined total of almost 50,000 men and 3 ships, unfortunately, to their 33,000, almost 34,000. But we got our independence, which is what matters. So let's pull what's left of our navy back. Yeah, they're retreating. And we're going to go back to our capital. Our legitimacy isn't very high, but it's climbing. Our prestige is climbing slowly. That's good. And the Pope no longer hates us. So let's, as soon as we get a chance, I think we're going to go in and increase relations with the Pope. Set some rivals. We don't have any rivals yet. So let's leave it. I think we're probably going to end up rivaling with these 3, but we'll let them declare us rivals first, for the time being. Okay, it's fine by me. Ooh, whose alliance is breaking Morocco? Yeah, sounds about right. That's why I don't care too much about them. They're an alliance of convenience, but they're enemies of both Portugal and Castile, so I'm not surprised they don't like us. But we're going to let them break the alliance, so they look like the aggressors. These guys here, yeah, they're definitely going to break it, and that's perfectly fine. Portugal or Castile will eat them eventually anyway. Let's see, still no rivals, Well, let's get this kind of kick-started by declaring Aragon. Nah, let's go with Tunis down here. And Genoa, sure. And let's see, I guess we can also declare Aragon a rival. Why not? We kind of hate them, so let's make it official. So let's now make the Papal State stop hating us. Hmm. Let's go back to protecting our trade in Genoa. This isn't moving very quickly now, is it? Do we really stand a chance? No, we don't. So let's pull him back and use him for something more useful, like building a spy network in Aragon, just in case. Alright, so first part is done. We are only at 102. Interesting, we lost some. I think we were at like 120 earlier. but that's fine. We still have a lot to do. Namely, let's see what states are not in the empire and see if we can't go to war with some of them. No, no. We could go to war with the Pope, I guess, so that would kind of defeat the point of making him like us. Oh, Genoa is not too powerful, I think. Yeah, they're pretty strong. Let's look at the empire here. Bologna is not in the empire, but they're protected by the Pope. Going to be a little tough to expand right now because everybody is protected. Uh, Venice is not, but they also are very strong, as we saw. Savoy is part of the empire, I believe, yes. The really our best hope here, that's Urbino, is I think a part of the Papal States, yes, who would be defended. We do need to make some more alliances here in Italy, maybe we can make Austria like us? No. Maybe we can make Venice. Okay, Morocco broke with us. That's good. That leaves us two more open spots. Oh, here we go. Renaissance. Okay. Luckily, the Renaissance usually breaks out in Italy. Let's see. Oh, this will be hopeful. Hmm, Plus 30 opinions. So let's see. Where did the Renaissance break out? Here in, is that Urbino or that is Ferrara? Okay. So if we can ally with them, no. Can we ally with Venice? No. What about Milan? Hmm. Almost. Let's pull back these two because we don't. No, let's leave him there. I think let's leave him there. We're gonna try to make them like us more. We're gonna royal marry them. Aragon is not a great power because they lost us. So now these guys are the great powers. And we will see how fast we can get ourselves going. To marry Milan, Duke Filippo Maria Visconti. He's a historical figure and a pretty cool story up in Milan. Everything that goes on with the Italian wars and the condottieri and all of the mercenaries. So we allied with them. We will, yes. That means if we were, for example, to go to war with one of these states here, like Ferrara, no. Um, who's the other one? Florence? No, they're defended. Who is it? It's Bologna. And Milan would defend them. Okay. If we were to go to war with Venice, Milan would support us, and it would almost be a fair fight. Okay. And I think that the problem with Venice is their navy is basically unbreakable, so we'd have to put in way too much effort there. Milan won't help us. Everyone here is in the Empire. For now. So it looks like for now we're going to have to just bide our time and wait. So let's kick our speed back up again. We've only been like 6 years in. So let's see if we can't get that going. See more technology. This one here. Someone died again? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's see. Is it going to let me? Yes, there we go. So base tax, castle, or trade power in Ligurian Sea. Okay. Looks like the best option is going to be this one here. Usually it's only a couple off. Yeah. So we can just complete that one right now. It's usually worth, I think, investing immediately and making them happy. Because look at that 15% tax modifier. We're doing pretty well for an early game, small power. It, most of my games, I spend the first quarter of the game trying to get my finances into the positive. So having any income in the plus is a good sign, I think. Let's see. Hungary still in rebellion. Looks like they're still free. Austria must not have completed their missions yet because normally they would have a restoration casus belli on Bohemia and Hungary. Poland is still united with Lithuania. England is fighting with France still, and losing pretty badly. Looks like yeah, just overtime. They never took Paris. I think we're going to see a very strong France here soon, one that will eventually come to be allied with us, maybe even right now. I don't want to ally them yet because they are at war, and that's usually a bad sign, but they like us, and that's a good sign. Let's see. Can we invest? We can. Let's do it. Because we're pretty far behind. So let's see. Okay. And now we're back on top. That's pretty good. The greener we get, the better we are on tech. So that's not bad. We're probably second place in the world in tech right now, aside from Florence. Let's see. And then we get some admin power. Looks like Aragon's ruler has died. There we go. So we would have broken free anyway here. So we didn't necessarily need that war, but it's okay. Aragon is a very weak power, so if we ever really want to go to war with them, Castile, they won't help us, but I think that, oh, we lost our diplomat. Okay. Oh well. Let's go back to, um, offer them an alliance. Sure, why not? Build a spy network here in Tunis. How about in Genoa? Because they're closer. Aragon is pretty weak right now, and they're not going to get stronger. They're going to, I think, fall apart, especially with the weak air. How close are we? Let's see. April 54. Okay, we can handle that. Think. Let's see. Oh, our army size must have gone up again. Oh, yes, it has. Probably because we're free now. So let's get some more troops. I think that training them, 16 of 17, I can't do the math in my head right now, but 16 of 17 should be over 90% because, let's see, because 9 of 10, so 18 of 20. So yeah, it should put us just over 90%. Maybe we'll see. And then we can get our 50 legitimacy, that will absolutely just make us incredibly strong. Let's see. Yes. So we're going to this, claim this here because 50 legitimacy and a claim on Tuscany area. Okay. Let's drop those down to 1 and see what Tuscany area is. Is, is this Tuscany? No. Where's Tuscany? Oh, up here. Okay. So we already have claims, I think, on this land. We're going to get a claim up here in a second. There we go. We now have claims against Siena, Florence, Lucca, all of these places. My question is, can we join the Empire? Because Austria doesn't like us very much, but they're kind of friendly. Can we join the Empire? Hmm. Okay, we can. Yes. If we make Austria like us more. I think it might be worth it because it'll allow us to conquer all of these states unopposed. Because if we're not in the Empire, we can't do that. So let's combine them. I'm getting pretty close. 100 drill on an army makes them pretty much unstoppable, so good progress so far. Our legitimacy is high enough now that our national unrest is low. Looks like all of our religious metrics are pretty good. That means that our unrest is basically going to be zero everywhere. Yeah, no unrest, no autonomy, not even a little bit. Okay, new rival. Provence has been excommunicated. Is that one of France's vassals? I think so. Hmm. We might have to deal with them eventually. Oh, we can deal with them. We can. If we can get across the sea, it might be tough because they're stronger than us. We can actually take a look, as I learned a while ago, in the ledger and see navies and see what Tunis has. Looks like they have 4 light ships, 6 galleys, and 10 transports. Okay. Compared to our, hmm, okay. So they do have a stronger navy than us. So we might not be able to beat them. Hmm. We can solve that problem maybe by, hmm, is there a way that we can get through? We can't. No, because they hate us. Hmm. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's a way to let our fleets base in a nearby country, because that sometimes lets us march through, but doesn't look like anybody wants to do that. So we're just gonna have to hang out for now, build up our navy as the time comes, and go raid the Tunisians when we get the chance. No one we care about. Sometimes we can get personal unions out of luck. Let's take a look here at our ledger again. Auto saving. Just have to check something real quick, and I'm gonna put it on the ledger so we can still see. Yep, looks like we're still good. Okay. I just need to double check that I was still recording because I've been kind of anxious this whole time that I wasn't, and I've kind of in it too late to care anyway, but I have been recording, which is good. So that's so far so good. Oh, the Papal State has insulted us. That's odd that they're insulting us for some reason, because they like us quite a bit. Alright, let's see. We can invest some papal influence into becoming the papal controller. Okay. Oh, there we go. Aragon is now a part of Castile. Okay, that's both good and bad. That's bad because it means that we can't really take back these. Unfortunately, we can't take back these parts of Sicily because they're now part of Aragon, but it does mean that they won't be a problem for us anymore. So I say that it looks like Sicily's going to stay out of reach for a while because we can't possibly unite them without taking these provinces. But it does mean we're going to be able to focus more up north. So pros and cons, but let's roll with it. Uh, hmm. Let's go with Savoy because they're pretty weak. Okay. No one here wants to help us. Okay. How close are they though? 8, 9. Okay, we're pretty close with Portugal, so let's pull back Papal Diplomat because I think we might be able to get Portugal to help us out. And that'll be pretty nice because Portugal's got a pretty good navy. I think between their navy and our navy, we can probably deal with the Tunisians and get some gold from them, which is the goal in this one, is to get some gold from them. Where are my ships? Where are my ships? Okay. So if we go to war with them, Portugal still won't help us. Okay. Well, what's the point of that alliance if they're not going to help us? Okay. Hmm. We're going to leave it for now then, because we can't beat them without a good navy that we just don't quite have yet. Can't go against them. Can't go against them. Can't go against them. Hmm. That one's a pretty even fight. Nope. Not going to do that. Luca's part of the Empire. Hmm. Nothing yet, huh? Okay. Looks like we're just going to hang out then and try to build up a little more when we can. Oh, let's see. 16, 17. Let's build up another regiment of, eh, of infantry just so we have our force limit here. Looks like France did beat England and took all of France back except for Courtien and Calais. We are at, why are we at 69? Oh, it's because we're missing a institution. Yeah, that's right. I guess we could ask them to share it with us. They don't, they might just do it. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, they're sharing Milan. Okay. So we can't do that. That's unfortunate. But we might still be able to get it. 50 admin power. That's pretty good. Okay. I think that would put us over our limit, but I think that allying with Ferrara would probably be for the best for the time being. It means we're going to lose one diplomatic power per month, but we're still at +5, which is, that's fine. Hmm. Ferrara go. Oh, that's nice. Ferrara. Royal Marriage. Let's do it. Hmm. I thought that should start boosting because we have friendly countries nearby. This is a new event. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. I'm pretty sure that this is like a mortal sin, like pretending to be a nun and doing all this stuff to spy on other people. But since he's already done it, let's go for it and see if the Pope finds out. Hopefully not. I know, let's see. August of 53. Okay. Well, let's get to August of 53. Why are we losing gold just over time, huh? Hmm. Well, let's have our full. We don't need them right now. And see if that fixes it. Yes. We don't need our forts right now. Where is our fort anyway? Hmm. Is it here? It is. Okay, let's see. This one's always rough. Deal with the serfs. I say, hmm, okay, let's let's deal with it. I say, means Bari has some autonomy, but we can deal with that by just stamping down on them. There is unrest, but we can just move up there and deal with them. One of the nice things about having no autonomy, about starting out like we did, is that it makes it easy to clamp down on any potential rebels. There's no autonomy, which means, oh, there we go. There's no autonomy, meaning no rebels, meaning no costly revolts. We can just kind of let our armies chill out and not do anything. Let's see. We'll go there. Florence, they would be a good one. Hmm. I don't know when. Aragon is claiming Calabria, huh? Well, they can't go to war, so that's fine. And Castile likes us a lot, so they're not going to go to war with us anytime soon. They're content. There we go. Let's tech up. Yes. We can now build churches. We can't, but it's a good thing to be able to do and to stay on top of tech. Hmm. Okay. So one thing we will start doing, because we do want to become more powerful, is we're going to start where we can. We're going to start improving provinces. Let's see. This is a pretty slow way to do it, but it does help. Because Denmark and Muscovy and all of them are going to take a long time to embrace the Renaissance. I think we're probably going to embrace it definitely before the Ming, before the Ottomans. The only ones I can see maybe embracing it before us are France, Castile, and Poland, just because they tend to be fast. But I think because they're so big, especially with Aragon having joined Castile, so they won't be able to spread it to them. I think we might have a chance to embrace it, and then we'll be a lot closer to hitting great power status, even if only for a little bit. And once this incident fires, which I don't know when it does, I think it's a decade, so it'll be coming up here in a few years. Hmm. We might be able to see. I think there's actually a thing here that tells me what global modifiers are triggered. Uh, hmm. No, these are different. Okay. Hmm. Isn't there something somewhere? I'm pretty sure there is that tells us. Okay, recall from Austria. Okay. Hmm. Let's build a spy network in Savoy then. I always keep one diplomat on hand, usually just for war. But in this case, we're not going to go to war anytime soon, so let's use them. Hmm. Log. Okay, I don't think we can search the log all that far back. No. Or can we? No, we can only go back a year and a half-ish. Okay. Yeah, we can only go back a little bit. Hmm. Is that the diplomatic insult? Yeah, we don't care about that. Hmm. See. Yeah, not going to be any good. Well, we're just let things. Let's see. Oh, Castile. Oh, domineering, huh? That's not ideal. Okay, let's see if we can't improve relations. Oh, I hate it when they do this. Okay. So let's do that. Is France also allied with Castile? They're not. Okay, let's do that. That's annoying, but oh well. We're at war with the Pope now. So I guess that's as good an opportunity as any to go mess up the Pope. Meanwhile, we need to protect this relationship with Castile because they're gonna try and dominate us, and we can't allow that. They broke our royal marriage. Yeah, we might be in trouble. Because if Castile comes after us, we're gonna need some much stronger protectors. Okay, let's deal with the Pope. Gonna let these guys rebuild. Oh, okay. Uh, let's take a second to pause here because a bunch of interesting stuff just happened. Hmm. Okay, so interesting. So a new papal controller just happened and a new emperor. Okay, this is pretty good. I like this. Institution's gonna spread. And there we go. Not bad. Okay. 1 second. Okay. We're still going. Just want to check. I lost track of time here. I'm probably going to end up splitting this into two videos because this has gotten very long and we haven't made it very far. So this might be part two that you're looking at here. So let's go to war with the Pope here real quick, and then we're going to finish up for the night. So we can definitely defeat the Pope because you can see here we have a stronger army, and yeah, they're going to run. They know they can't win. Castile broke their alliance. Okay, we're in trouble now then. We need to, hmm, okay, we need to figure out who their enemies are. Oh, the Mamluks, really? Hmm, well, let's do that then. Pull back some guys here, and we will improve relations with them, and maybe we can actually get them to ally with us after the war ends. Are we going to lose this battle because we didn't? I know better than to do that. You're supposed to let them get up to full morale, or this happens. We're going to lose the battle because I didn't let them get up to full morale, which is annoying. But the papal armies were very weakened, so. Oh, we won! Okay, that's pretty good. That's helpful. Now we can invade papal lands. Meanwhile, let's see what's going on. Improve relations. I'm gonna have to do some currency stuff here, get some money. And let's go for, hmm, okay. They're domineering, which is unfortunate, but I think if we can get a little more powerful, then maybe we can get them to back off a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, we're not going to win that siege, but it helps. Maybe if we can get up to the, what's this for? Three? Three, yeah. So we're definitely not going to be able to bombard it, but maybe we can at least, can we? Hmm. So let's do this. We can't take the fort, but we can take all the other papal territory. And our enemies just don't have the naval capacity that we do. Most of these ships are from Holland, who is going to be too busy dealing with France to care about us. So we can send these guys in here. We're not going to contribute much, but we might be able to contribute just enough that we might get some papal territory after all. We made a point not to earmark the Rome because we don't want Rome. Because taking Rome is very bad. You get a huge diplomatic penalty. Okay, government reform. Hmm. Um, okay, let's do that. Let's reform our government. Let's, hmm. I say we always curtail the privileges, and I say we are going to stop right here because I've been at this for over an hour. I didn't realize that. So this is probably going to get cut in half so that I don't have an hour-long video going. So this will probably be part two. But let's see where things go next time.